Hi, young ones. Let's go with the today's topic, that is chondrichthyes, and how can we identify the chondrichthyes? Means cartilaginous fishes. Cartilaginous fishes. So, if we talk about cartilaginous fishes, how can we identify them? First of all, where we placed chondrichthyes in the chordata classification. Chordata classification, it is under chordata, which means it has a enterocoelous coelom development, and cleavage is radial and indeterminate, and they are deuterostomes. So if we talk about the position of chondrichthyes, that is cartilaginous fishes in phylum Chordata, it comes under the Chordata phylum, subphylum, that is Vertebrata, and superclass, that is Gnathostoma, which means they bear jaws. And then last class is Chondrichthyes, okay, which means cartilaginous fishes. Cartilaginous fishes, if we talk about, there are approx 40,000 species and lives in marine habitat. But their origin is that they belongs to Devonian period. Devonian period is like age of fishes. We term like this, age of fishes. That was the Devonian period. Their skeleton is cartilaginous as. So if we take an example, that is Scoliodon. Scoliodon is also known as dogfish. If we proceed further, the first characteristic feature, or we can say the first identification feature, how can we identify the chondrichthyes? So first feature is that they have two types of fins, paired and unpaired. The unpaired fins are dorsal, it is dorsal fin, this is second dorsal. Anal fin is the ventral fin, and third fin is the caudal fin. These are unpaired fins. If we talk about paired fins, then there are two fins, pectoral and pelvic. They are paired fins. Okay, so if we move further, we can identify the chondrichthyes by the position of the mouth. If the position of the mouth is ventral, see, ventral position means here, this position, we can say that fish belongs to the class chondrichthyes. If talk and was first of all, like in osteichthyes, that are bony fishes, there they have mouths on terminal position like this, terminal or sometimes dorsal position. This was the identification character of the chondrichthyes. We move to the second character, that is gill slits. They have gill slits that are naked, that are visible, that are not covered by any cover or any sheath like structure. As in osteichthyes, that is bony fishes, the gill slits are covered with an operculum. Yeah. So, yeah, that is operculum, and we can't see it naked, so we can identify if the fish is chondrichthyes or osteichthyes, and by the position of gill slits, by watching them, by seeing them, we can identify. And third, we can say tail is also a character. tail has two lobes, epicaudal, that is upper lobe, and the hypocaudal, that is lower lobe. Heteroceral tail, yeah, they are known as which means vertebral column extends up to the epicaudal lobe, and that's why this is ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है ये. फिर उसके बाद placoid scales. Placoid scales in chondric phase they are placoid scales that are ectodermal in origin, and if we stroke our hand from back to forth on the body of any chondrichthyes fish, then it will like rough sheet, and if we stroke our hand front to back, then it will be a smooth sheet. Then we can identify that it will be a chondrichthyes fish. And teeth are the modifications of placoid scales, you see. And occipital condyles, there are two occipital condyles. Neck is absent. Occipital condyle is mainly the structure that is present below, or say posterior and lower portion of the skull, and it attaches to the, or at the base of skull, it articulates with the first vertebra. First vertebra articulates with this condyles. Spiral valve is the modification of ileum. Modification of ileum means ileum is the part of small intestine that where final products are digested or absorbed. It is like screw shape, that pasta like shape. Circulation is two chambered, which means no double circulation, and only single circulation. Excretory product is urea. Lateral line organ, if we say, lateral line organ contains neuromast organ, and which functions as a sense organ, which detects the movement or vibrations of water and pressure gradients also. And rheoreceptors respond to the water currents, whether the direction of flow of current is east, west, north or south. They can detect. Next identification feature is the ampullae of Lorenzini. It is actually a thermoreceptor which can detect the minute electrical potentials generated by the muscle contraction of prey, and it can detect if the prey is near about and it can protect itself. Cloaca is the main opening, or we can say single urogenital opening, from where intestinal, urinary and genital tracts open. Then there are claspers. Claspers are the extension of pelvic fin. We earlier discussed pelvic fin of males. These are the claspers. These are the modification of pelvic fins. They are inserted they're inserted in the cloaca of female at the time of mating for pouring semen into the cloaca. So these are certain features. These are certain features, and there are some examples also, like this is stingray, or we can say there are hammer-headed fishes, or we can say there are this is beautiful clasper structure, the extension of pelvic fin, and there is a classification also, but what we do is classification is always different in every session, so we can't go for this. So thank you, And if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel, and also tap that ghanta button.